pride in your support as a fan, so we as student athletes can take pride in it. Thank you.
The NCAA Division II and Sunshine State Conference promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting participants and officials in a positive manner. Using obscene gestures, profanity, racial, sexist, or unruly provocative language or action towards officials, opponents, spectators, or institution or conference administrators will not be tolerated. The grounds removal from the premise. Also, the use of artificial noisemakers is strictly prohibited. Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask that you please rise and direct your attention to the southwest side of the arena. Please join both schools in the playing of our national anthem. Good evening, Shark fans! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rick Case Arena, home of the 2017 NSU basketball program. This evening's NCAA Division II Conference basketball game features our visitors, the University of Tampa Spartans. Introducing today's starters. At forward, 5'10" senior from Pennsylvania, Georgia, number 1, Mason Sandler. At guard, 5'8" sophomore from Elizabethtown, Kentucky, number 4, Rachel Gordon. At guard, 5'8" senior from Orlando, Florida, number 5, Carlo Jeremy. At forward, 5'8" junior from Orlando, Florida, number 22, Stasia Kiter. And center, 6'2" junior from Tinley Park, Illinois, number 44, Molly Franson. The head coach of the Spartans is Tom Jesse. Assistant coach, Kevin Mitchell. And now it's time to meet the starting five for your NSU Sharks. At guard, 5'10" sophomore from Hartford, Connecticut, number 4, Sheree Sumner. At guard, 5'9" senior from Parkland, Wisconsin, number 5, Mary Hurt. At guard, 5'8" freshman from Hollywood, Florida, number 4, Skyla Asinova. At guard, 5'7" junior from Shakesville, Wisconsin, number 14, Allison Hughes. And forward, 5'11" senior from Lauderhill, Florida, number 34, Kayla Wright. The head coach of Tennessee is Leah Freeland-Curry. Assistant coaches, Abby Murphy and Nakia Rulia. It's time now. Let's play basketball.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2017-18 Women's Basketball Home Opener here in the Rick Case Arena. I am Darren Hendrick bringing you the live commentary, and I thank you for tuning in to NSUSharks.com as we get ready for this SSC showdown between the NSU Sharks and the Tampa Spartans. These two teams very, very familiar with each other. They play each other twice, and they have played each other the past few seasons. in the postseason, whether it's the conference or the regional. The Sharks have won the last 3 regular season meetings against the Spartans, but of course the Spartans have defeated the Sharks in the last 2 postseason matches. They defeated the Sharks last year here in overtime in the SSC quarters. And Tampa wins the tip-off with Faith Sanders. They move to the right for Karma Jeremy. Like a lot of this mismatch. Here's a turnover here picked up by Allison Hughes. Hughes on the way with Saunders, and she gets it. Saunders with the first bucket here in the Rick Case Arena. A turnover by the Spartans. They like to use the mix match and pick and roll. Misdirection to get you to fool you as the shot is rolling around and out. But grabbing her own rebound was tighter. They go to Sanders, one of their top offensive scorers. Jeremy, though, leads the team in scoring with 13 points a game as she dribbles in on Hurt. She loses the ball, and they're going to call a foul. We're going to get a foul on Kayla Wright. That'll send Jeremy to the free throw line. Jeremy, a very, very precise free throw shooter. One of the highest percentage last season as her first free throw is off the rim. The Spartans have brought in 5 transfers, 1 freshman, while the Sharks, meanwhile, have brought in 4 freshmen and 3 transfers as Jeremy splits the pair. It's 2-1. As Hurt inbounds to Skyla Osceola, one of the freshmen. She's local. She went to American Heritage High School, as did Taylor Smith. So 2 American Heritage Patriots here for the Sharks. And here's a lob up to Wright. Contact made, and Wright scoops and scores. Good pass from Saunders to get it to Kayla Wright, and Coach Freeland Curry missed Kayla Wright last year. She played the first few games, and then Wright went down for the season, but it's good to have Kayla back. And 2 years prior, she was an All-American as Jeremy bobs Sanders wide open for 3. Good. Sanders, one of the dangerous three-point shooters. The Spartans don't shoot threes often, but if they get an open look, they will. Their biggest free throw shooter is Rachel Warden, and with Sanders' 3, that ties it up at 4 as a high pass for Wright. She barrels her way in with the right hand too strong. Rebound for Karma Jeremy. Jeremy trying to go fast break, wide open, easy layup for Titer. 5-0 run for the Spartans. They lead at 6-4 in the opening quarter. Defense is a key thing here for the Spartans. They only gave up 48 to Eckerd, and that's going to be a foul on the Spartans. No non-shooting. The Spartans come in 3-0. Their most recent matchup, they defeated Eckerd 48-44, a low-scoring contest, but holding Eckerd to 40 points, and a team that the Tritons last year would easily put up 70. Rebound into Hughes. Hughes on Sanders now to Hurt. Hurt, one of the seniors, asserting herself at the starting role. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Spartans staying in the paint. Hurt driving in, tries to get it to Wright, and it's going to be a jump ball, but possession to the Sharks. So the Sharks will have it with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. The Sharks have made the tournament the last few seasons. They made it all the way to the Elite 8 at 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Hughes trying to barrel away in, try to float it up, and no good. Rebound for Kayla Wright. She scores. Kayla Wright, a very, very good rebounder for Coach Freeland. As Jeremy gets the pass from Warden. Here they go with the misdirection again with Sanders dribbling on Saunders. She bobbles it, but she does get it to Titer. Titer, one of the transfers, and they're going to get an offensive foul on Titer. She threw a shoulder in on Hughes. The transfers for the Sharks. Michaela Thompson from Waverly, Kentucky. Hughes on the court from Janesville, Wisconsin. University of Minnesota, Crookston. And, of course, Bree Matthews, Melbourne, Australia. 6-6 tie here in the first 4 minutes as Osceola gets it to Hughes. Hughes, also a very good three-point shooter. The Sharks have always been known to shoot threes as Bardiva trying to barrel her way in. The left-hand scoop misses off the front of the iron. Warden comes around, puts on the brakes on Osceola. They tried to throw a pick, but Bardiva there. Warden pops a three and good. She had the space. The Spartans are 2 for 2. And when they get hot from downtown, their offense is very hard to stop. Their first 2 threes have scored, and they try for Bardiva again. She's primarily a left-handed shooter, and she gets it back to Hughes to avoid a travel. Hughes driving on Sanders. Here comes Saunders on Jeremy. The right-hand scoop goes in. That'll cut it to 9-8. Sharks have yet to attempt a three, while the Spartans are 2 for 2. But if the Spartans get an open look, they will, as a ball almost bobbled and out of bounds, picked up by Franson. She puts it up off the iron. Rebound for Osceola. She had 7 rebounds, and Saunders wide open, and she scores! How about that touchdown pass from Osceola? A timeout called. Skyla Osceola, who pulled down 7 boards in the previous matchup against Lynn, gets a rebound and a assist with a great pass down the court to Sheree Saunders as the Sharks with 4 straight points and have a 10-9 lead. In their most recent matchup against Lynn, Kayla Wright led the floor with 20 points with 3 blocks and a steal. Allison Hughes with 6 points from three-point range. And then, of course, Sheree Saunders, the only other Shark in double digit with 15, with 3 assists as well, with 5 rebounds. Both teams back on the court. The Spartans call a timeout after their defense gives up a long pass and a layup from Osceola to Saunders. Warden with an open look does not want to shoot the three as the Sharks made a couple substitutions. Natalia leaks in as a layup is no good from Abney. Here come the Sharks the other way. Leaks puts on the brakes. Another local freshman from South. All 4 of their freshmen are local. Leaks from South Broward High School. Leaks try to bounce it into Bardiva, the SSC freshman of the year last year. She gets blocked, but Shark ball. Leaks from South Broward. Taylor Smith, American Heritage. Skyla, American Heritage. As the inbound comes to Hughes, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Piggott, the senior, very good three-point shooter with the left hand. She's on Saunders. She just throws one up, an air ball. And the rebound for Abney, one of the Spartan transfers. Warden comes the other way. Kayla Thompson in for the Sharks as well, the junior transfer. As a deep ball, a three-point shot, no good. Rebound for Bardiva, and here comes Leaks the other way. She gets it to Hughes, who pops a three. It's good! Allison Hughes, the first three-point shot of the day, goes in. 13-9. Sharks open it up with 4.5 to go in the first. Warden dribbles in Bardiva. Looked like she wanted to take a mid-range, but she gets it to Jeremy. One of the seniors on the court. They have 4 seniors. Jeremy, one of them. And a high pass over the fingertips of Franson. Shark ball.
Substitution for Tampa, entering number 23,
Emily Ashu, another transfer for the Spartans, checks in as Sanders takes a seat. The only freshman we haven't seen on the court is Destiny Walters, Hollywood, Florida, Hollandale High School. So Coach Freeland recruiting the freshmen from local and grabbing a couple transfers as well. And Coach Freeland does a really great job recruiting, as she has coached a lot of great NSU athletes, especially Monet Merritt, Jasmine Wilson, as Bardiva with the scoop, no good. Bardiva tried to get her own rebound. A jump ball is called.
Jump ball. Sharks ball.
Yeah, Monet Merritt.
Substitution for Tampa, entering is number 32, Lauren Cookie.
Jasmine Wilkins, Danielle Robinson. Sharks will inbound with Leaks. Yeah, I can name a book. I have a whole novel of players that Coach Freeland has coached. As a wide pass from Hughes, she gets it back to Piggott. A fresh shot clock. Here's Leaks. A long pass across the court, and it's stolen away by Warden. She tried to get it to Hughes, and Hughes and Warden were put on the break. So a turnover there for Leaks, as the sophomore baited the freshman with Jeremy. Almost taking it away with Hughes as they get it to Abney. She drives in, makes a move, and the layup is good. So the points off turnovers for the Spartans. Leaks back to Bardiva. Look at it to Piggott, who stumbled. She's open for three, pops it. Good! Sharks are 2 for 2 from three-point land. That's a big three as the Sharks go up by 5. Of course, the Sharks missing their three-point shooters, Octavia Wilson and Samantha Logan, who both graduated last season. Of course, they did return Amanda Tavinius and Megan Piggott, as a shot is no good. Rebound for Bardiva, and a bad pass behind Leaks, and Tampa ball. She tried to get it to Leaks, but Leaks had a step too far, and another turnover for the Sharks. 2 turnovers on the last 3 possessions. You don't want to give the Spartans free points. As Faith Sanders checks back in. Watching the screen, Warden going to inbound. Wide open is Abney. 3 if it goes. Off the iron, no good. A rebound for Bardiva. Now she gets it to Leaks. And she'll try to get to Saunders. Saunders driving on Abby. Spins, moves. Left-hander, good. Sheree Saunders, what a spin move. The sophomore from Connecticut. 18-11, Sharks lead at 2 minutes in the first. Sanders on Saunders. Sanders driving in. Layup is good. Sanders, a very dangerous layup, a very dangerous offensive player. She can shoot well from anywhere, especially mid-range. Saunders. They get it back to Leaks, who drives in. A long mid-ranger is off, bouncing around, and Jeremy keeps it in play to Abney. Warden across the timeline. A couple pair of Sharks sit down, wait to be subbed in. Wright and Osceola. Pull-up jumper off the iron, no good. Rebound for Piggott. She spins and advances. Leaks will get it. And wide open for 3. Good by Michaela Thompson. The junior from Southeastern Illinois College. She pops another 3. 3 for 3 from downtown. 21-13, Sharks lead it. Jeremy. Get it back to Abney. She wants Sanders, trying to hit the pick and roll. She'll get it to Sanders. She throws it up, and a foul called on Bardiva as the shot was no good. So Sanders will go to the line. Home opener for the women's basketball team. The men will play following this matchup. It'll be the men's second home match as they defeated Florida National last Friday to open the season. And then with Coach Crutchfield's SSE debut on the road in Lynn, they won. And 3 Sharks come in. Mary Hurt, Kayla Wright, and Skyla Osceola. Emily Ishu checks in. was Lauren Cote. Another transfer for the Spartans as Sanders pops that one, missed. She splits the pair. Rebound in for Thompson. Osceola. In the last regular season home match for the Sharks, they made 12 threes, 6 apiece for Samantha Logan and Octavia Wilson, and has no basket as Kayla Wright drew the foul. That one on Lauren Cote. 6'3" junior from Findlay, Ohio, St. Joseph's College. Inbound to Hurt. Saunders back to Thompson, going to Osceola. High pass for Wright. She spins in. She got blocked by Cote. And that's the advantage of being 6'3". She got the block as 20 seconds left until the quarter ends. Tampa trying to have the last possession. Warden dribbling. Saunders pressuring. She gets to Sanders. She has room to shoot the three. She will not. And pulling up a three. It looks no good. Off the iron, no good. Rebound for Saunders. 5 seconds left until the quarter ends. Sitting to get a shot. Thompson just throws up a shot off the backboard. No good. 21-14. The Sharks lead it after 10 minutes. 52% shooting for the Sharks. 3 for 3 from downtown. As Saunders with 8 points leads the floor. Part of SSC Saturday. Let's get some more basketball matchups here. The basketball season has begun as the volleyball regular season has come to an end. The regional tournament will begin after the Gulf South Conference tournament. Look at the SSC scoreboard. You got Eckerd defeated Barry 69-67. 65-57, Rollins defeats Lynn. Florida Southern leading PBA 22-10. Of course, the Sharks playing later. They usually play at 2 o'clock on Saturdays, but we had a volleyball match. It was senior day as the women's volleyball season came to an end. Spartans start with first possession of the second quarter. Driving and spinning, shooting, no good. Blocked by Kayla Wright, and she'll grab the rebound. Osceola crosses the timeline to Hurt. Saunders, Hurt, Osceola, Thompson, and Wright on the court. Thompson. Back to Osceola. They go to Wright. She drives in with the right hand, scores! Right under Molly Franson. Jeremy bobbles it, but she gets it back. Moving in on Thompson, wants to get it to Sanders. A high pass. Hurt and Saunders trying to get after it. Saunders gets the ball. Saunders trying to go all the way. She misses. Hurt gets the offensive rebound, and a foul is called, but they're going to go jump ball instead. Saunders thought she got fouled, but the Sharks get a jump ball. They keep possession. Fortunate there as a turnover by the Spartans. The Sharks nearly get a fast break score as Hurt put her shot up and she was partially blocked. Fresh shot clock. They get it to Thompson. She fakes the three on Sanders. Saunders is open for three. She'll shoot. She misses. Ball's rolling around. Thompson, Warden with the rebound. Hurt dives on her, and it's going to be a jump ball. First three-pointer miss for the, second three-pointer miss for the Sharks. Dribbling is Warden across the timeline. Sanders working on Saunders. And almost a turnover force here. Hurt disrupted that pass to Eshu. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Jeremy bobbles it for the moment, and another bad pass avoids it being a backcourt violation. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball is bobbled and stolen. Hurt with the disruption, and Saunders picks it up. She tries to go the full length of the court, and she hits the brakes. Osceola is wide open for 3. Oh, off and out, but Thompson gets the rebound. She throws it up. Foul called. Osceola had a wide open 3, and she almost made it.
Tampa foul number 1, Faith Sanders.
That's Faith Sanders with the foul. And Osceola's family, who was in the crowd across the court from me, her family would have gone ballistic if she would have made that 3. Thompson at the line for free throws, and she misses the first. And Skylar had 1 3-pointer made off 2 attempts. Thompson will shoot the second. Franson comes back in for Cody. Thompson missed the first free throw. The Sharks lead at 23-14. And it rims out. Thompson misses both, and free throws are huge in close games. And Coach Freeland wanted a lane violation as the Spartans moved early, and Coach Freeland saw it, and no whistle by the far side official who is supposed to keep an eye on lane violations. And definitely a Spartan did move first before the shot, and that's why Coach Freeland was fuming at the official. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Jeremy throws up a shot, and good, and cuts the lead to 7. I don't blame Coach Freeland. She did move, and that should be a lane violation and a reshot. And Thompson should have been able to take her third free throw as Warden with a steal. A long pass for Sanders, and a foul on Saunders. Tampa defense tightening up as they have a chance to cut the lead to 5. Early in the second, got a pair of Sharks on the sideline waiting to be subbed in. Piggott and Hughes. Sanders pops the first free throw. No good, and she knew it. She knew it. I can hear her groan as soon as she shot that free throw. But sometimes you get a lucky bounce here for the free throws. But that one was not a lucky bounce. And Sanders misses both. Rebound for Piggott. She gets the Osceola. Long pass to Saunders. A high pass for Wright. It's good. The layup is good. Sheree Saunders. What a pass. What a pass to Kayla Wright. The Sharks are out by 9. Hughes on Eshu. They get it to Warden. And they left Franson open for a 3, but she didn't take it. Sanders nearly steps out of bounds. Warden with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Franson is open for 3. A high arcing 3. In and out. Rebound for Piggott as Osceola crosses. Saunders over to Hughes. Had a pair of threes in the win over Lynn on Wednesday. Piggott is open for 3. And good! Nothing but net. Timeout called by the Spartans. How about Megan Piggott? The senior, not only can she drive it in the paint, and score at the layup, she is a very, very good three-point shooter and a lefty three-point shooter for Coach Freeland. That's why she loves Megan shooting threes, as Megan is 2 for 2 from downtown. The Sharks break it out 28-16 here in the second quarter. And that one was a beauty, nothing but net. "15 rebounds for the Sharks, 9 for the Spartans. "11 defensive rebounds to 4 offensive for the Sharks. 8 rebounds to 1 offensive for the Spartans. Piggott with 3 rebounds. 28-16 as the Spartans called a timeout. Jeremy will inbound it to Warden. Warden, guarded by Osceola. Warden, Osceola disrupting her. Jeremy on Bardiva. Jeremy throws it up, and they're going to get a foul on Bardiva. And Coach Freeland can't believe it because Bardiva just had her hand straight up in the air, didn't even move. And they're going to call a foul on Bardiva. Coach Freeland is trying to say that Jeremy may have elbowed Bardiva because Bardiva had her hands in the air. So, of course, Freeland has already been living on the sideline with. She is very animated as Jeremy misses the first free throw, and Amanda Tavinius checks in for the first time today. Jeremy with the next rebound, the next free throw, and she got the bounce. It was off the front of the iron, and it tumbled in. So Jeremy splits the pair. 28-17, the Sharks lead it. They're up by 11 with 6 minutes to go in the half. Osceola. There's Saunders. Aaliyah Abney is recently checking in for the Spartans for Warden. Saunders over to Piggott. He's already got 2 3-pointers today. Back to Tavinius. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Trying to get it to Tavinius, bouncing it. Tavinius 2 to left. Throws it up and in. Good pass from Hughes. And it's 30-17. Jeremy on Piggott. Waiting for Abney to come to her, and she goes with a misdirection to Eshu. Back to Abney. She's open for 3. Doesn't want to take it. Now she does. In and out. And a rebound for Tavinius. Osceola gets it. A good pass to Saunders. Piggott working on Jeremy. Sharks can slow it down a little bit. A pass to Osceola. Tipped and out of bounds off of Abney. Well defended there by the transfer from Charleston Southern. Freedom High School. Good school up in Orlando. Inbound to Hughes. She'll dribble into the paint under the rim, and she draws the foul.
Tampa foul, number 23.
And that one's on Eshu.
First team foul, number 2. On the line for the Sharks is number 14, Allison Hughes.
Hughes at the line. She's got 3 points. And that was from a 3-pointer that she made earlier in the first. Pops the first free throw, no good. As Julia McClure checks in for the Spartans. Another transfer. This from Wagner College. Hughes makes the second. She splits the pair. Sharks are 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Spartans 3 of 8. 31-17. Sharks lead it by 14 with 5 to go in the half. Jeremy trying to set up a screen from McClure. And are they going to call? They're going to call it. 3-second violation. Turnover for the Spartans. And someone's got to go take the inbound. It'll be Tavinius. Franson checks back in for the Spartans as the inbound goes to Osceola. Saunders on Sanders. Piggott, who's guarded well by Jeremy. A pass behind Hughes. Saunders trying to get to it. It's picked up by McClure. Another turnover here for the Spartans as Saunders nearly took that one back. Jeremy trying to slow things down. And Abney had it knocked away by Hughes, but still stays with the Spartans with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Both teams 6 turnovers and 4. Spartans have 2 more than the Sharks. Sanders driving in on Saunders. She pulls the brakes. Sanders, good move. Trying to spin, throws it up and in. Saunders gets it to Osceola. Both teams haven't taken advantage of. 4 points off turnovers for the Spartans, 2 for the Sharks. And both teams, so 6 combined points off turnovers and 10 combined turnovers. Inbound pass to Tavenius, and they're going to get a travel. I don't know who walked with the ball because Tavenius looked like she only took a step. So another turnover here as the Sharks get called for a travel, only leading now by 12 with 3 minutes to go. Head coach Tom Jesse with his commands. Over to McClure. Try to get into Abney, who broke away from Hughes and scores. Lead is now cut to 10. They get in the single digits. Coach Freeland may call a timeout. 3.5 to go in the first half. Spartans with a bit of a run here. 6 points off of turnovers. And a pass taken away, and then the Sharks got called for a travel. Hughes driving. Gets it to Wright, who just recently checked in. She barrels her way in, throws it up, and scores! Kayla Wright's got 10. McClure had Piggott jump. Back pass to Sanders, almost lost it out of bounds. Sanders on Saunders, makes a move, almost a Euro step there. McClure throws up a 3 off the rim and out, and they're going to get a foul on the Spartans. They're going to get it on Abney. Offensive foul as I think she either pushed off Hughes or Piggott. McClure was open for a 3, and it was just off the iron. It bounced out. Thompson recently checks in. She gets it to Osceola. A strand of home games for both basketball teams this Thanksgiving week as Saunders gets it to Wright. She throws up with the right hand and scores! It was Thompson with the Thompson and Hughes getting it to Wright. Wright's got 12. Branson looking, finds Sanders under the rim. Foul and 1. And she cuts the lead at 12. Coach Freeland still animated on the sideline, shouting at on the official in the middle of the court. She's saying that the Spartans are elbowing their way to separation, and if they are, that is an offensive foul. The Spartans have been known to really throw elbows in the paint, and then they draw the foul rather getting called for the foul as Sanders connects on the three-point play and cuts the lead to 11. And the Spartans are going to try a full-court press as Osceola gets it to her. Hughes, double-teamed. Starting to really rush now here, down by 11 with 2 minutes to go in the half. Precision pass to Hurt. She throws it up. She got blocked by Cody. Spartans come the other way. Sanders on Saunders. Bouncing it to McClure. 14 seconds on the shot clock. McClure rounding the outside. Hughes takes it away, and she gets tripped up, and they're going to call a travel. As Cody stuck her foot out and tripped Saunders. Usually that should be a tripping foul, but they call the Sharks for a travel. So it will be an inbound for Warden. She'll get it to Abney, who gets to Sanders. Sanders open for mid-range. Nowhere close as the rebound comes down to Tavenius. Osceola gets it to Saunders. She's open for 3, doesn't take it. Instead, she drives. Goes back to Osceola. Pass forward to Tavenius under the rim. No good as it's smacked down. Contact was made. No foul called. Tampa's been getting away with a couple calls here, a couple elbows and a couple contact with shots. So, minute to go in the half. And now they're going to get a travel. Sharks can take over here with a turnover. Only ahead by 11.
Substitution for Tampa, entering is number 5.
Karma Jeremy comes in for Cody. (35-24), Sharks lead it with less than a minute in the half. They double team Saunders. They force her to work to the back court, bouncing it towards Thompson. She gets it back to Tavanius, over to Leaks. Spartans pick up with this kind of defense after being down by 15 points. Saunders throws up a three, no good. Rebound for McClure. The Sharks have gone cold here shooting, but they still lead by 11. Sanders open for three, doesn't take it. 12 seconds left in the half. The Spartans look to take the final shot. 6 seconds left. McClure makes a move on Saunders. Into Jeremy. Offensive foul. So the Sharks will have 2 seconds to inbound and chuck it up, maybe say a prayer. And Spartans with a full court press. Let's see if they do this to start the half. And Osceola wanted Leaks to shoot it, but no shot. And 35-24 is the score at the half. The Sharks went a little cold in the last few minutes. A couple turnovers and a couple bad possessions, but the Sharks with an 11-point lead at the half here in the 2017-18 home opener. We'll step aside, be back in about 15 minutes for half number 2 between the Sharks and the Spartans here in the Rick Case Arena. We'll be right back on NSUSharks.com.
They say college is a place for self-discovery, but this isn't the place for students to find their way. Because our students know where they're headed. The school that got its start in a storefront knows a little something about ambition, focus, and shaping leaders. We've never had to climb out of our ivory tower. We're too grounded in the real world. Internships, research, guidance, and answers, leaving no question about a clear path to success. When you play to your strengths, you only get stronger. They say college is a place for self-discovery. They say college is a place for self-discovery, but this isn't the place for students to find their way. Because our students know where they're headed. The school that got its start in a storefront knows a little something about ambition, focus, and shaping leaders. We've never had to climb out of our ivory tower. We're too grounded in the real world. Internships, research, guidance, and answers, leaving no question about a clear path to success. When you play to your strengths, you only get stronger. They say college is... They say college is a place for self-discovery, but this isn't the place for students to find their way. Because our students know where they're headed. The school that got its start in a storefront knows a little something about ambition, focus, and shaping leaders. We've never had to climb out of our ivory tower. We're too grounded in the real world. Internships, research, guidance, and answers, leaving no question about a clear path to success. When you play to your strengths,
We're just about ready to begin the second half in the Rick Case Arena. Thank you all for tuning in to NSUSharks.com. Sharks hosting the Spartans, their second SSC matchup in the 2017-18 season. A home opener, though, for the Lady Sharks, as they spent the first 2 games up in Tennessee, split between Delta State and Union, and they defeated Lynn in Boca Raton on Wednesday. The Sharks currently lead at 35-24. Kayla Wright leading with 12 points, and Faith Sanders for the Spartans with 11. And for the Sharks, Sheree Saunders also has 8, and Megan Piggott has 6. And 18 rebounds for the Sharks. 5 of them for Maria Bardiva. Saunders also leads with 3 assists. Both teams shooting better in the second quarter than in the first. The Spartans shot 38.5 and then 44. Sharks shooting 50 and then 54 from the first and second quarter. They went a little cold, though, the last 2 minutes, though, as they had a 14-point lead with 4 minutes to go, and then they held an 11-point lead for the last 2 minutes of the half. And, of course, the last few minutes in the half, Tampa starting to really play some fast-paced defense. They start double-teaming whoever has the ball to force turnovers, and it is efficient and it is effective. As we are ready to begin half number 2, we're less than a minute away. The Sharks have taken the last 3 regular season meetings from the Spartans, but the Spartans have taken the last 2 postseason matchups. They've knocked the Sharks out of the postseason the last 2 times. Of course, the men's game will follow after this. That is set to start at 7:30. Sharks are on the court. They had the ball to end the half, and rotation, I believe actually the Sharks will have it, I think, because they will now go work from left to my right, because Tampa won the tip-off, so the Sharks should have possession. The Sharks will go with their starters: Osceola, Hurt, Hughes, Wright, and Saunders. Mary Hurt will inbound for the Sharks at half court, as the Spartans go with Jeremy, Sanders, Titer, Franson, and Warden. We had the whistle, and Hurt will get it to Osceola to begin the second half. Sharks ahead by 11, their largest 14 points. They'll get it to Sanders, and they start just battling one-on-one. Wright with a good grab there, and a foul called on Franson as Wright draws the foul. And she'll go to the line. The Sharks, though, but both teams kind of struggling at the stripe. 1 for 4, the Sharks, 4 for 9 for the Spartans. Kayla Wright, 3 free throws she's 50-50 for that. I mean, as she nails the first one. Kayla Wright, she has 70%. Let me see. She's 71% free throw shooter. As she makes both. There we go. Kayla Wright makes a pair, and that's how we begin the second half. As the Sharks are ahead by 13. Warden crosses the timeline with Sanders. Here they go with the misdirection again. Hughes disrupting for a moment. The ball is poked away and out of bounds. Shark ball. Hughes read it. They switch up when Tampa runs that misdirection, and it worked. Here's Osceola crossing the timeline. Hurt will get it over to Saunders. She's on Jeremy. Hands all up in her face. Jeremy plays really good defense as Hughes over to Hurt with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. High pass for Bardiva again. She's open. She scores! Sheree Saunders with her 4th assist, and that was a dime to Kayla Wright. 39-24, the Sharks' largest lead of the game. Titer was looking for Sanders, and she'll get it over to Franson, who didn't want to shoot the three. Jeremy gets ahead of Hurt, and she just throws her hands up, does not contest the shot. She did not want to give up a three-point play, as the lead is now cut to 13 at 39-26. Hughes, as their Spartans are already almost starting to double team here, as they double team Saunders. Roller to right, as she finds Hughes wide open. She pops a three, and it's good! Allison Hughes, what a pass from Kayla Wright. 42-26, 16 points. Now that's their largest lead. As Hughes makes her second three. Jeremy driving in on Hurt. Jeremy throws it up and scores. Sharks don't want to get into foul trouble, as here's Hughes finding Hurt. Saunders with a little bit of a space. She goes back to Hughes. Hurt with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Osceola is wide open for three. She's got it! Back-to-back threes for the Sharks with Hughes and Osceola. Corner three for Skyla. It's 45-28 as they rebuild their largest lead to 17. Bounce pass goes nowhere as Kayla Wright just wisely lets it bounce out of bounds.
Substitution with the Sharks. Entering is Maria Bardiva.
Osceola crosses with it to Saunders. 45-28, the Sharks lead it by 17 the first 3 minutes of the second half. Bardiva, who recently checked in, she's spinning. She likes shooting with the right. The left. She opts to go with the right, and she misses. Trying to go under the hoop. The rebound for Titer as she crossed the timeline. She goes to Sanders. Sanders waiting. Franson behind a screen. Over to Jeremy. She's got the last two buckets for the Spartans as she works on Hurt, and they're going to get a foul. Non-shooting, though.
Sharks foul number 5. Hurt's first team foul number 1 in the third quarter. Substitution for the Sharks. Entering is number 1, Italian.
Bardiva 0 for 4 now as she muscles it up there, but it's just a little too strong as it just bounces off the board and off the iron. Inbound to Titer on Hughes. Titer tries to throw it up. Goes back to Warden, and they'll reset with a fresh shot clock. Franson looking to Jeremy, who's on Piggott. Bounces it Titer with mid-range, good. Mid-range jumper good for Titer. And the lead is now trimmed to 15 at 45-30. Sanders shouting commands. She is very, very vocal. She was very vocal in warm-ups. Piggott, who's already hit a pair of threes already. Osceola has Hughes. Spartans guarding the paint. Bardiva open for three. Doesn't want to take it. Bardiva not much of a three-point shooter. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Piggott tries to drive by Sanders. Piggott throws it up off the board. Rebound Bardiva. She scores! Bardiva puts her hands up and she grabs the rebound and scores. And they take that 17-point lead back. Jeremy spinning, goes to the right, and she scores. She's got 3 of the last 4 buckets for the Spartans, and Karma Jeremy heating up with 6 points in the second half already. She only had 2 in the first as Leaks pressured. Hughes open, she pops another 3. Good again! Allison Hughes, 3 for 3 from downtown. It's an 18-point lead, and Coach Freeland all smiles as Allison is just hitting her threes. Jeremy spinning, bouncing it to Franson, who is wide open, but Bardiva gives her space. And ball is bobbled by Jeremy. Still bobbled, still picked up, thrown for Warden. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. She pops a 3 in front of Osceola, off the board, bouncing around, rebound for Titer. She throws it up and scores. 50-34 as Osceola calls for Leaks. Leaks trying to spin on Jeremy. And she just wisely gets it back to Osceola. Sharks trying to slow things down with 4:40 to go in the third quarter, up by 16 points. Bardiva driving in. She scores, but travel. A travel is called.
Tampa ball. Substitution for NSU, entering is number 22, Michaela Thompson.
Michaela Thompson checks in for the Sharks, and we take a media timeout with 4:34 left in the third. Bardiva called for a travel as she scored. Sharks ahead 50-34. Sharks in the first half of the third quarter, they are outscoring the Spartans 15-10. Of course, 3 threes. One by Skyla Osceola and a pair by Hughes. One by Hughes, one by Osceola. And a couple buckets for Bardiva and Wright. Kayla Wright leading the floor with 16. 7 of 9 from the field. Allison Hughes with 10. 3 for 3 from downtown, and she's 1 for 2 from the line. Saunders with 8 points. Meanwhile, the Spartans are led by Faith Sanders, but Karma Jeremy heating up with 8 points in the second half. Check. Karma has hit her last 3 buckets, as she now has 10, and she will inbound it for the Spartans after whatever the official is trying to work over with the scorer's table. The clock is correct. The score is correct. They're trying to see if there was even a media timeout. We usually have that for men's basketball. So I know for men's basketball, they still play 2 20-minute halves. It's the under 16, under 12, and under 9-minute timeouts. As Warden crossed the timeline with Jeremy to her right. Sharks ahead 50-34 with 4.5 to go in the third. Sanders, double team. Franson pops the 3 off the iron. Rebound for Allison Hughes. Leaks crossing the timeline. Over to... And she hit over to back to Hughes from Thompson. Hughes didn't want to pop the 3. She'll drive. Bounce pass to Bardiva. She's open. Draws the foul. Great pass from Allison Hughes. And Bardiva will go to the line. That's Sanders. That's her second. Bardiva, she struggled a little bit in free throws in the beginning of last year, but then she started to really connect on her free throws late in the season as Bardiva pops the first off the back. No good. Her first free throw attempts this season. She missed the first off the back of the iron. She can at least split the pair here. And she does. Last year's SSC Freshman of the Year. Bardiva splits the pair, and Sheree Saunders will check in. So the Sharks have Leaks, Piggott, Saunders, Thompson, and Hughes. Issue harassed by Saunders. Over to Jeremy on the inside, and a foul. Non-shooting, it's a normal foul. Look at Michaela Thompson for a foul. Fresh shot clock. The Sharks ahead 51-34. Sanders will inbound. She wanted to go to Warden under the hoop. She gets it over to Titer. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound for Piggott. Sanders just missed it. And here comes Leaks with a fast break. She drives it on Warden. She scoops it and scores. The fast break by Natalia Leaks. She took the inbound and she just went full court and scores as the Sharks are now ahead by 19. Sanders weaving and bobbing on Leaks. She turns and spins. What a move, and scores. Faith Sanders, one of the seniors for the Spartans. Very, very good ball handling skills and very good footwork. Saunders. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sharks ahead by 17. Saunders with Piggott. Piggott will drive on Titer. Piggott bounces it off of Jeremy and out of bounds. Smart move by Piggott with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. She had nowhere to go. Skyla Osceola checks back in. Hughes trying to get up to Saunders. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Saunders will drive in on Jeremy. Saunders, and she gets tripped up and a foul. And we'll see if they call it a shooting foul.
Tampa foul, number 5, Karma Jeremy. Jeremy's first.
That's on Karma Jeremy. 13th foul of the quarter. Saunders will go to the line for a pair.
Saunders, 2 shots.
Saunders has 8 points so far. 4 for 6 from the field, and she connects the first.
Substitution for NSU entering is Kayla Wright.
Kayla Wright will check in.
Replacing.
She leads the way with 16. The Sharks will be at home next week. They'll have the Thanksgiving Classic. They'll be hosting West Alabama, Embry-Riddle, and Lee. The Sharks will face West Florida on Friday and then Lee on Saturday, both games at 2 o'clock on NSUSharks.com. Saunders pops the second, and good. She hits the pair. 55-36, Sharks lead at 2:51 left in the quarter. Of course, men's basketball, they will play on Tuesday against Benedict. Sanders wanted to shoot the three, couldn't find enough room. Here's Titer, breaking through a screen from Leaks. Open was Cody, but she missed under the rim. She hit the backboard, rebound. As Leaks gets it to Thompson. Osceola bounce pass to Wright. Barreling her way in. She gets blocked. Who touched it last? Actually, Leaks saved it from going out of bounds. How about Natalia Leaks saving it? 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Leaks looking. Goes to Thompson. Someone loses a shoe. Ball gets poked away. There goes Jeremy on a fast break. Scoops and scores. Bad possession there for the Sharks as the lead is now cut to 17. Timeout requested by the Sharks with 1:56 to go. We call immediate timeout. Sharks ahead 55-38. Saunders got the last offensive rebound, and Hughes with an offensive rebound. The Sharks are out rebounding the Spartans 23-14. And they have 16 assists to the Spartans 6. Now I'm looking up in the stands. I think we have some more NSU royalty. Another NSU great that Coach Freeland had the pleasure of having, Amanda Burakowski. She was a very solid player for the Sharks in their back-to-back regional championship run and making it all the way to the Elite Eight and the Final Four.
University of Tampa Spartans 38. NSU Sharks 55.
55-38, the Sharks lead it over the Spartans. Men's basketball will follow as Thompson and Osceola across the timeline. They are joined by Leaks, Saunders, and Wright. Saunders going to Leaks. She is guarded by Jeremy. Jeremy forces a turnover, and she gets it over to Titer. And on the run is Sanders, but she can't keep it from going out of bounds, so the teams trade turnovers. The Spartans very experienced with Sanders and Jeremy, both seniors. The other two seniors, Lum and Griffin Dempsey, have not stepped on the court yet. The Sharks with 9 turnovers, though. The Spartans with 12. Leaks stepping. Osceola saved it. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Saunders wanted to pop the 3. 5 seconds left. Over to Leaks. She pops the 3 and scores as the shot clock expired. How about Saunders getting it to Leaks? 58-38, 20-point lead. As Sanders drives, gets it over. Ball disrupted. Leaks forced it, and Saunders grabs it. And a bad pass with Thompson on the run. And a team's trade turnovers. Timeout requested by the Spartans.
30-second timeout.
So teams trade turnovers again. But how about the awareness of Natalia Leaks with the shot clock expiring? Pops a 3 and is a beauty. Nothing but net.
Yeah, well, they have a paper that says it's obsolete. I don't know if I'm reading it, but I think it's 30, 30, and 220. I know, that's what he says, an obsolete. I was like,
I'll straighten it out.
And for Leaks, that was that's her first 3-pointer made this season.
Going this way.
what happened, Coach?
I'm going to tell both of them after I straighten out the bullshit, so they know.
Play resumes as Jeremy inbounds to Gordon. Abney trying to misdirection passing again as Titer drives in on Hughes and she scores. 58-40. Sharks ahead by 18 with 25 seconds left. Shot clock is gone. .18 left. Sharks want to have the last possession. Osceola looking around, nowhere to go. Thompson to Hughes. High to Bardiva, 6 seconds left. Right, Osceola wanted to pop the 3. She drives, throws it up, no good. Rebound for the Spartans as the horn sounds at the end of the third quarter. Sharks ahead 58-40. As they put up 23 points in the third quarter compared to the Spartans 16. And we'll be back in a couple minutes. We'll keep it here. Let's check some other league scores. Women's basketball. Well, as I said earlier, Eckerd defeated Barry at home 69-67. Rollins defeated Lynn on the road 65-57. Florida Southern ahead of Palm Beach Atlantic 49-62. They're in the fourth quarter. Embry-Riddle and St. Leo. Let's get actually Embry-Riddle 3-0. Start the year. Florida Tech against Claflin. Claflin, a member of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, SIAC, the third team in the South region with the the Sunshine State Conference in Gulf South. It is Spartan ball to start the fourth quarter. Sharks ahead 58-40. Saunders and Hughes with 10, Wright with 16. Sanders and Jeremy with 13 and 12 for the Spartans as they go to Titer. Jeremy. Abney, oh, and she walked. Abney walked with it. Shark ball off the turnover after the travel. Osceola. Over to Hughes. To Wright, spinning, just throws it up and misses. Rebound was for Warden. Sharks ahead by 18 with 10 minutes to go. They've hit 8 threes today to Tampa's 2. And the ball poked away, and Thompson called for the foul on Jeremy.
Sharks foul number 22, Michaela Thompson. Thompson's third, team's first in the fourth quarter.
Jeremy looking at inbound, fresh shot clock. Tighter gets it over to Cody, and Wright threw her hands up, and she'll get called for the foul. So Cody will go to the line for 2. Cody will take 2 shots. She has not been on the board yet. She's got a couple of rebounds as she connects on the first. Maria Bardiva will check in for Kayla Wright.
Re-entering is Maria Bardiva.
Well, one person the Spartans definitely miss is Elena D'Alfredo, and she is actually the graduate assistant coach as D'Alfredo is on the sideline. Between her, Jeremy, and Sanders, they were the big 3 for the Spartans as they start a full court press. Sometimes this is effective, sometimes this is not, as Saunders nearly had it stolen away. Saunders driving in. She had Hughes open. Instead, she goes to Thompson. Thompson pops a 3. Good! Great ball movement by Saunders. She nearly turned it over, and she gets it over to Thompson, who steps behind the line and pops the 3. The Sharks are ahead by 19. Or unless they call that a long 2. It looked like it was a 3 for me. And Abney gets it over, popping a 3 and making it as Rachel Warden, the first 3 made for the Spartans since the first quarter. And that'll cut the lead down to 16. With 8 minutes to go, and once the Spartans get hot with the 3 ball, they're scary, as Sheree didn't expect that one, but she does get it back to Hughes. Oda Bardiva fakes the shot, just fades away off the iron, no good. Rebound for Cody. We'll see if the Spartans start shooting more 3s with Warden. She's a real good 3-point shooter, as well as Sanders. 8 minutes to go, the Sharks ahead, 61-45. And Abney with the bucket. That'll cut it to 14. 61-47, the Sharks can't go cold here. As the teams traded 3s, and then the Spartans with another bucket. The Sharks have led as most by 20. Now they only lead by 14. Osceola gets to Bardiva, tries to drive with 10 seconds left. Hughes, 7 on the shot clock. Hughes trying to move around tighter. Over to Saunders, 4 seconds left. And she'll just throw it up off the board, no good. Falling down, and timeout requested by the Sharks. It hit the backboard. The rebound was for Bardiva. She fell down, called a quick timeout. The Sharks maintain possession. And shaky possession for the Sharks as they've started to go cold here a little bit. The Spartans starting to play some fastball.
University of Tampa Spartans, 47. Uranus Sharks, 61.
Got a few alumni for the Sharks. Besides Amanda Burakowski, you got Molly Blomer, who's also a real good 3-point shooter for Coach Freeland, and Kristen Prossi, who had a really solid year last year with the Sharks. As they get to Pickett with space for 3, no good. Rebound for Titer, and there she goes across the timeline. She'll stop. Sharks ahead by 14. A pull-up jumper, in and out, rimming. Karma Drury with the rebound. Abney driving. She took a couple steps, and she draws the foul. Spartans playing aggressive with less than 7 minutes left. The Sharks only ahead by 14.
Number 14, Allison Hughes. Hughes is first.
Hughes' first foul as Abney goes to the stripe. 6 for 11 are the Spartans. First free throw is no good. Kayla Wright, Saray Saunders, and Mary Hurt check in as Bardiva, Thompson, and Hughes go to the bench. Bardiva with 3 points. Hughes with 10 with 3 threes. As Abney pops the second, and good. She splits the pair.
Substitution for Tampa entering is
Faith Sanders checks in. She comes in for Rachel Warden. So they go with Sanders, Abney, Jeremy, Titer, and Cody. Osceola crosses the timeline. To Piggott. She's hit a pair of threes. She wanted to shoot the three. She had Sanders in her face. Instead, she drives, throws the layup off the rim. No good. Rebound for Jeremy as it was tipped by Cody. Jeremy looking to go the distance. She has the ball knocked away, and Hurt picks it up. And she had Piggott and Kayla Wright on the run. Osceola harassed by Abney. She gets it to Hurt. Piggott bounce pass to Hurt. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Trying to get some quality possessions here. Spartans with a bit of a run here. Saunders open, pops the three. Oh, it's good! Off the board. 64-48, and the Sharks are up by 16 with 6 minutes to go. As they're bouncing it, Sanders waited for it. Saunders almost took it away. Timeout requested by Coach Tom Jesse. Saunders now with 13 points.
Let's get it on.
Quick timeout, though, as the Spartans are already back on the court. Well, Sheree with 13, her career's high is 19. Sanders inbound it to Jeremy. She's got Titer right next to her. Sanders gets it to Abney. Moving on to Osceola. Over back to Titer. Titer finds Jeremy with 5 seconds left. Pulls up, shoots, scores. Jeremy heating up with 14 points, 10 in the second half. The Sharks ahead 64-50 with 5 minutes left. Pass from Piggott to Wright. She spins, shoots, and scores. I almost thought she was going to get called for a traveling because she lost the ball. And then Cody hit the ground trying to draw an offensive foul, but no one was buying that flop. And Wright now with 18 as a layup is no good by Titer. Rebound for Kayla Wright. Osceola bouncing to Saunders. 66-50, Sharks ahead by 16. They've only trailed once, and that was early in the game. They were down 4-1 after Faith Sanders hit a three, and after that, the Sharks went on a run and never looked back. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Wright tried to throw it up, and she was double-teamed. Moving ahead is Sanders. She missed a gimme. Titer with a great pass to Sanders. She was ahead of the defense, and that is one Sanders makes. Piggott open for three from the screen, off the iron, no good. Rebound for Kayla Wright, and she draws the foul.
Tampa foul number 32.
Cody's second foul, as Savanius and Hughes are on in front of the scorer's table. Kayla Wright will go to the line. She's already connected on a couple free throws. Pops the first, and it's good.
Substitution for the Sharks entering is Allison Hughes.
Hughes checks in for Piggott. Wright shoots the second, and it's off. So 19 points for Kayla Wright, almost 1 point away from matching her total of Wednesday's game, which was 20. Abney takes the pass from Jeremy, bumps into her own man, pulls up jumper, off the iron, no good, gets her own rebound, spins, and a foul on Osceola.
Sharks foul number 11, Skyla Osceola. Osceola's first, team's fourth.
Abney will go to the line for two. She's got 7 points, 3 for 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 0 for 2 from downtown. Spartans 3 for 10 as she makes the first. The Sharks 10 of 16. They actually, in the third quarter, they hit a pair of threes to really build up to a 20-point lead. Abney can make the pair and cut it to 15. She does. Tavanius inbounds to Osceola. 3:48 to go with the Sharks ahead by 15. Surprised there's no full court press. Osceola guarded by Abney. Over to Hughes. Saunders looking around on Jeremy. Jeremy's already forced a couple turnovers. Saunders can't hold on it for too long. Hughes has it poked away, but she gets it back. Over to Saunders, 8 seconds left to Tavanius. Tavanius trying to barrel in. Osceola, 5 seconds left. Over to Hurt. She has it knocked away. It's balls rolling around, and they get it. Abney gets it over to Titer. She's on the run, and a foul called on Saunders as Titer misses the layup. And the Spartans men's team waiting to take the court after this one. 3 minutes to go. First one is no good from Titer. Rachel Warden checks in for Cody. .313 left. Dave Halberstam has joined us on court side as Cody splits the pair, and here comes that full court press. And they're going to get a foul on Spartans. And Dave Halberstam will call the men's game.
Tampa foul number 22, Stacia Titer.
And Stacia Titer with her third foul, and the Spartans are already going to start. They're going to start fouling with 3 minutes left and down by 14. As Saunders spins away for the moment, almost has it taken away. She got through 3 Spartans. Bounce pass. Osceola took it away from Sanders. Now they get it to Tavanius. They'll settle it down. Now they're on their own side. They could not stay on. Almost a 10-second violation. They didn't cross midfield. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Saunders making a move. Over to Tavanius, bouncing it over to Hughes. She's open for 3, and a foul is called. Whistle is blown as contact was made as Hughes let it go. I think it was Titer who knocked her down, and that's 3 shots coming for Titer. That's Titer's fourth.
At the line for the Sharks is number 14, Allison Hughes. Hughes shooting 3 shots.
Hughes shooting for 3. She's got 10 so far, and she misses the first. She's got 2 left. Sharks now 7 of 13 from the line as Hughes pops the second. Good.
Substitution for Tampa, entering is 00,
Julian McClure and Griffin Dempsey check in. Griffin Dempsey finally checks in with 2:41 left in the game, and the Spartans down by 15. Griffin, a very good three-point shooter, which I'm pretty sure why Tom Jesse has put her in this time. One more shot for Hughes. As now Thompson is going to check in for Mary Hurt. One more shot should be for Allison Hughes. She was fouled while taking a three-point shot. One more shot for Hughes. 68-53, the Sharks lead it. Hughes, no good, but the rebound for Tavanius. And that'll kill more clock. Tavanius under the rim, and an offensive foul. No good. McClure just throwing herself down to the ground as the Spartans will roll it to Griffin Dempsey, who will pick it up. Over to Sanders. Sanders on Tavanius will get it to Abney. Abney, and a foul called on Hughes. And it's a shooting foul. So Abney will go to the line. The Sharks are at the limit, so this is where it can get sketchy now. 2:24 left, up by 15. The Sharks have to be careful. The Spartans will run a full court press. Abney pops first. Sharks looking to move to 3-1, 2-0 in the SSC. And actually, they look to take their 4th straight win in the regular season over the Spartans as Absey pops the second. No good. Ball's rolling around Osceola, and they're going to get a foul.
Sharks foul, number 11, Osceola. Osceola's second. The Sharks are at the limit.
Sharks are at the limit, so Dempsey will go to the line.
Shooting 2 shots.
She misses the first. It's been whistle after whistle. Kayla Wright checks back in. She's got 19 points. And the second one is good. So Dempsey splits the pair. Here comes a full court press with the Spartans down by 13. They may start to foul here. The ball almost taken away. Saunders spins. She's got room to run. There she goes. Saunders will slow it down. With 2:14 to go. Osceola with it, shouting her commands. Sharks with 10 threes. They got to an early lead. They moved the ball well. That's what built them up to an eventual 20-point lead with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Thompson trying to shoot. She scoops it up. No good. She just missed it. Sharks trying to get everyone back now with Sanders down by 13 with 1:45 to go. Abney looking on Saunders. Spins. Just throws one up, and they're going to get a foul. And Saunders can't believe it. That was a very late whistle. That was a late whistle. Abney at the line again. She is 4 for 6 from the free throw line. First one's good. Ashu checks in for the Spartans. No one in foul trouble for the Sharks. They actually have more fouls now, but most of them come within the last 5 minutes of this quarter. Abney pops the second, misses. Rebound for Saunders with Osceola. 90 seconds to go. Sharks try to hold on here. 68-56, up by 12. They led as most by 20 thanks to good ball movement and precise shooting early on. And here's a takeaway. Saunders couldn't get to it. Here's Abney. Thompson trying to take it away. Bouncing, shoots, and scores. And the Spartans are now only down by 10. But when you're down by 20, it's desperate times, and they call for desperate measures as the Sharks have gone a little cold here, trying to keep their foot on the gas, but their last bucket was 4 minutes ago. Saunders with less than a minute in the game. And they're going to get an offensive foul. Wow. Down by 10 points, and all of a sudden, it's just foul after foul after foul. And with a minute to go, the Spartans only down by 10. Titer trying to go to Abney, and there's another foul. It's just whistle after whistle with right here the last 3 minutes of the game. And likely the Spartans will start fouling. Abney makes the first. Sharks now only up by 9 as Abney misses the second, and that is Spartan ball. The Sharks led as most by 20 in the third quarter, and now all of a sudden, thanks to a lot of whistles and fouls and free throws, the Spartans have trimmed the lead to 9 at 68-59, and the Sharks have gone cold as the Sharks haven't made a layup in 4 minutes. .42 seconds left. The Sharks only ahead by 9. Dempsey with the inbound. Abney was on the line, so she can't shoot the three. Sharks are trying to prevent any threes. Hughes just throwing her hands up, and the layup is in by Cody, and timeout called by the Sharks as they now only lead by 7. It's 68-61. A double-digit lead has been trimmed to single digits as the Spartans have made most of their points in this fourth quarter via the free throw. Sharks trying to close it out as they led at most by 20. And that lead is cut to 7 after the Sharks they went cold on offense. And that's what you usually get earlier in the season. You're hot, then you're cold. But the more important thing is when you go down the stretch of the season, once you get hot with your shots, you got to stay hot. Because then it'll prevent situations like this, where now you're only up by 7 points with 34 seconds. And 34 seconds is a long time in basketball. And especially at the Spartans, they are not at the limit just yet. But they do have a couple players in foul trouble with Titer. I don't think she is on the court. She's got 4 fouls. Osceola will inbound to Saunders. The Spartans have not tried to foul yet, and Titer will, and that's 5. That's 5 for Titer. I guess it's 6 though for women's, and Osceola gets it to Saunders, and she'll get fouled again. This time by Abney. And this is where free throws can really hurt you. The Sharks 8 for 15. The Spartans 14 of 25. Yeah, Titer has fouled out, and that'll bring in Julia Ingram, the only freshman on the team. Shot clock is off. There's 29 seconds. I guess the officials forgot that 5 fouls means you're fouled out. That's college. 6 is professional. Saunders at the line with 13 points. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Two shots for Saunders. Makes the first. 69-61. That puts the lead at 8. And the Spartans have no timeouts. So they cannot call timeout and have the ball at half court. They got to go the full length. Saunders pops the second. 2 big free throws by Saunders, the sophomore. And they'll roll it over to Dempsey. Dempsey over to Abney. Abney dribbling, 25 seconds left. Abney throws it up and scores. Abney's starting to get hot now as she has 16 points. 3 Spartans in double digits, and now the Spartans will foul again.
Tampa foul number 3.
But when you look at Abney, all of her points have come in the last 5 minutes of the game. She's made a handful of layups, and then she's also 6 of 10 from the free throw line. She's 5 of 10 from the field. Before that, she was 2 for 5. Saunders back to the line, makes the first. Sharks with 3 players in double digits as well. 19 for Kayla Wright, 11 for Allison Hughes, 15 for Sheree Saunders. Saunders with 21 seconds left and misses the second. She splits the pair. Sharks ahead by 8. 71-63. Moving in. Abney had it stolen, but they're going to get foul on Hughes, and now Abney will go back to the line.
Sharks foul number 14, Allison Hughes. Hughes is 3rd. Sharks at their limit. Aaliyah Abney at the line shooting 2 shots.
Aaliyah Abney with 16 points. All of her points have really been coming in the fourth quarter as the crowd starts to fill in for the men's game. As Abney makes the first. Abney with 14 seconds left. Misses the second. Rebound for Saunders. And then she will foul. 10 seconds left. Saunders goes back to the line where she's 5 for 6.
Abney's 3rd. The Spartans are at the limit. Sheree Saunders shooting 2 shots.
Saunders for 2 shots. First one is good. Saunders now at 17. Saunders make for the second. It's off and out. 10 seconds left. With Eshu driving. Pull-up jumper, no good. Abney tries to tip it in, no good. 2 seconds left. Abney makes the bucket with 0.5 seconds left, but it doesn't matter. That is over. The game is over. The Sharks have won it, 72-66. They had a lead as large as 20, but the last 5 minutes in the fourth quarter were stressful after the Spartans kept getting free throw chance after free throw chance, and the Sharks going a bit cold in the last 5 minutes with their shot. But the most important thing is they had a hot start, and they were able to finish with a 72-66 win over the Spartans. And they have defeated Tampa for the 4th straight time in the regular season as they improved to 3-1, 2-0 in the SSC, while the Spartans dropped to 3-1, 1-1 in the SSC. And the Sharks will be back next weekend on Friday when they host their Thanksgiving Classic. Their first game will be on Friday at 2 o'clock against West Alabama here at NSUSharks.com. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. Dave Habelstam is joining me to my right. He will call the men's game here in about 30 minutes on NSUSharks.com. I'm Darren Hendricks. We'll be right back.